boy Fairy Peak there as K-Dop takes the kickoff. Scrub Killer up to challenge and to get the flick over the top and in. Vitality starts off hot in 3 seconds.
I'm talking about people who are in form. Scrub Killer after that kickoff, and you could see there, that was actually a perfect first touch from Scrub.
Tuck it off to the side. Now Scrub Killer moving up on the demolition. Some space created by Fairy Peak because he got one and then created more space in goal. Scrub Killer all the way down. Will find it, and that's 2 for Vitality.
Yeah, and this was unassisted here, and just Scrub in the air, quickly getting control of his car and beating out Alpha. Scrub Killer, a perfect chance to now have options to either shoot, pass, go for the backboard hit. And now that shot.
That one's going to be over. Scrub Killer again. One touch beats the front line, gives it to K-Dop, and he just has to make sure the shot's on target.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, Bluey is in net, and this was, you know, it could have potentially been savable.
These have not been clean so far for the new hotness in Rocket League. Fairy Peak finding another shot. Devo makes one save-ish. It still rolls in for Fairy Peak, and another 2-goal lead for Vitality.
And again, Fairy Peak with a good self-pass. Bluey just needed to get up a touch faster for that. Devo, even if he gets a better hit on that ball.
Connect with his teammate. Scrub Killer moving up the midfield as well. And all 3 players pushing into the blue. Fairy Peak beats 2, and K-Dop's got an easy tap, and Fairy Peak just gave it to him on a platter.
Yeah, Fairy Peak just got done beating the defense and scoring by himself, and now look at this one. Pops to himself and then gets the pass from the corner.
The easiest shots are the ones he missed the most, but
he will not hear the end of that. You know, a turbo pulsar reaction, and look at this!
Fairy Peak demolishing them right now. 4 goals. Look at this double tap.
And I mean, they're just playing with their food right now. This double tap by Fairy Peak. It seems like
K-Dop airborne. Pass 2. Shot towards the goal. Fairy Peak looks for the redirect. Devo gets it away. Another shot from Scrub Killer, and that's in and fast. Dignitas continues. Dignitas, it's K-Dop on the field. Vitality continues to be dominant. 7 goals in a row.
And again, Bluey streaking in. It was a savable ball.
Vitality can't save. The woodwork is saving right now.
And now an open chance for K-Dop potentially. It throws a changeup.
He gives him with the changeup, man. He thought the shot was coming in hot. It comes in soft, and that's goal number 2 for Game 3.
And it has been Bluey on the back line so many times that he just keeps getting beat by this Vitality offense.
But again, first possibility of a complete shutout in a series in Europe as K-Dop puts
K-Dop!
Oh, the man is on fire.
This is just insult to injury. Look at the play. K-Dop, no boost at all. He just touches it. Bluey can't get there. Scrub actually was there to dunk it in.
And the Orange will look to bounce back after their first loss in over a year, but that's not a good start. A shot from the midfield will go all the way in. PSG's on the board first.
Yeah, just a play where you're shaking your head. Yukio and Violent Panda both going for the same ball there.
The teams right now, it feels like everyone looking to get the ball out of their own half. Another shot, and this one just in from Farah. A clanger, 2 players in goal, neither one up for it.
PSG has just been keeping this pressure on, and even here, Violent Panda not opting to come up and challenge, trying to save the shot, but it was just a perfect shot.
3:34 left to go. Farah now advancing again by himself, past 1, looking for a double tap, can't find it. Fruity comes in though, gets it off the post and back into the goal. 3 goals now for PSG in the first half of Game 1.
Yeah, and again, just a misread from Turbo on the goal line. He didn't have a ton of boost, and after he misread it,
can they find a way to get it off of kickoff, perhaps? As Turbo Pulsa sends one in, he certainly does. Look at that. A shot from the side. Great follow-up as Yukio actually was on the cheat up. Turbo Pulsa coming in quickly after the boost grab. Will put one in.
And you got to wonder, why did Fruity not jump?
I don't want the ball. You have the ball over there. And then they'll wait for a mistake and score off of that. Here comes Shawset for another one. Again and in. The mistake on the wall this time.
And this is where I think Dignitas has been struggling, is the backboard defense. Yukio just wasn't in position to get there in time, and in a well-executed self-pass, the execution, a lot of stuff failing for Dignitas right now.
Farah sends another one on. Just Yukio doesn't get a foot on that. I thought he got it, but no. Farah puts in another one. This is now 5-1.
And this one, you know, Violent Panda opting to go for the full boost rather than make a touch on the ball, and that comes back to haunt him.
Pressure continues for PSG. Fruity, an excellent touch to dump it back to Farah. Airborne to beat Turbo Pulse's shot set in underneath Yukio. The pressure from PSG, 6-1 with a minute and 20 left to go.
We're one goal away from the Brazil here as Chaussette comes in, and you see him just well-timed jump to get a low shot.
So much faster than Dignitas as Dignitas tries to string together any sort of offensive drive. And oh no, Yukio's not going to get it as Farah puts it in. Another excellent pass and a Brazil in game number 1 on Dignitas.
You know, and the Brazil, we haven't seen it in a while. But Farah getting his hat trick, also has a playmaker award.
The goalie trying to get cheeky there.
I mean, it could honestly be that they just want to get into the next game.
Yeah, he's like, please don't score. Let's just.
But now they score.
But then no, Turbo Pulse is like, Yukio, you silly. Here's how you score the goal. Oh my goodness.
So, and that was a very strong shot, but I mean, this game is over. You know, PSG in a situation like Vitality.
As Fruity finds another shot, Turbo Pulse gets it away. Chaussette into the corner. Yukio with a miss. Chaussette will punish. PSG continue the streak.
And Violent Panda, he was in the net, no boost, trying to pick up pads. He had 12, and Fruity just comes in and pummels him. And Violent Panda just, he didn't have the boost.
Chaussette now looking for Fruity. Shut down by Violent Panda. Yukio with a nice soft touch and in, a tie game. And Dignitas finds a play that they can build a win off of.
Yeah, and look at that, a hammer of a clear by Violent Panda. Just a beautiful shot from Yukio.
Demolition on a Yukio. This is a good opportunity for PSG. They get it past 2. Here comes Farah in with the last shot to put it in and win the game. PSG now up 2 games on Dignitas.
And I love the interference play. Look at Fruity. Chaussette bumps Panda. Fruity takes out Yukio, just drives right in front of him for Dignitas.
Especially Farah, man. He's and Fruity, off the corner. Here comes Chaussette in with another opportunity, and he finds it. The speed of Chaussette to beat the last defender on the rotation, and PSG's got the lead.
Yeah, you might have to start sounding the alarms. Yukio getting beat here. Panda trying to get back in time, but Chaussette just a little too fast for him.
They're now in, wins another challenge with Yukio. Thinks about moving up. A little bit of confusion with she and Chaussette, but Chaussette still, are you kidding me? They hesitated so long on this play, and he still outright wins the contact and scores.
Yeah, and Turbo, just a little bit of indecision, and also not the greatest angle on the jump. He left that shooting lane open.
They've got to start winning a challenge if they want to do it. There's the one they could possibly work with, but Fruity cuts back in the tight rotation, and Farah with another shot on to sink it in. The nail in the coffin, put him in the ground. Dignitas gonna go 0-2 in week 2.
Yeah, and again, Farah shooting across his body here in an awkward spot for Turbo.
When I got out of bed, PSG a 3-0 sweep, Vitality a 3-0 sweep, but this one does go in. 22 seconds left. It is possible for Dignitas to come back, but so unlikely. As Yukio, though, finally beating one defender, and Turbo Pulse finally beats Chaussette to a ball.
Yeah, and they needed more plays like this earlier. Now they're going to have to get something quickly.
Able to pick up that touch, still back and forth. No one really having a consistent possession just yet. Oh, it's a tee right down to Casio, and he strikes for triple trouble.
Yep. Well, Joby, sometimes
you hit the ball to the other team,
and sometimes you miss the ball completely, and Casio will capitalize off that.
Casio in midfield, just not much to scream at. They're just great touches by TSM, not allowing a shot, and on the transition, iGnite picks it up from Metz to tie it up.
And there's been a bunch of space to work with from both teams, and this time it's TSM who managed to not just crush one right towards the opposition. They get it up off the ceiling, and it comes right down. It's just what TSM needed to get their feet back under him, get some boost in the tank, and maybe force an attack, and it will be Metz and Norris. So the game ends the same way it started. A missed touch off the back wall, but this time it comes from triple trouble. But what a recovery from Metz and Norris onto that side wall.
A bad challenge out of TSM, but TSM, they have been the toughest nut to crack. Flipping it up, and there it is for Remco going down the field. TSM take game number 2.
Well, triple trouble win challenge after challenge and put TSM in so many tough positions in game number 2, but it comes down to Remco beating the first man in the midfield. They've gotten away with a little bit, but they will start off with a kickoff 1 second into game number 3, and now they have the lead.
Yeah, enough defense off the kickoff. It's just slower to the ball. Couldn't get back to it. He snuck it right between them. Ends up giving it right back to I. Remco to I. Shot off the post and in. TSM.
And iGniite has been having a bit of a rough offseason, not able to find the back of the net a few times, but Remco gives him another chance here. And on the money, corner of the net.
Missing on the pass. Might have been blocked anyway. Remco looking for I shot on.
You knew it.
Ignite again.
You knew this one.
You raised your hands up before I even touched the ball. It was 100% the whole way. 3-0 for TSM.
Was just down there grabbing boost when he missed the challenge. And
one across. And time for Cuxer as well. A lot, forcing a bad spot off the back wall. Shot on target for Cuxer, and the Bricks score first.
There was a little bit of hesitation here for Mouse on this touch. A lot thinking about going for it, doesn't go for it. Tigre decides he can't afford to wait any longer. And just that little bit of hesitation for Mousesports.
The ceiling has the read, but wrong side for Mystic. And headed the other way, the bump opens the way for Alex to score, and Mousesports with a quick response off the bump.
This is where they catch TSM on transition. That's the most dangerous part, is how does Speed handle being on defense by his own, because again, try and punch it home, but just a little bit too slow on the take-up. Mouse able to find the clear. Tigre coming out of the corner, and Mouse will take the lead.
It's a great challenge by a lot across the pitch to make this happen. He's got to beat Mystic on this. Flips into it, so he gets a beat on the ramp and gets the flip out to Tigre, who all he has to do.
This time, Mystic went for the bump on Tigre, and he just missed it. Huge chance to equalize for Cooks here. Can he sneak it through? Yes, sir. Down the middle, and we're locked at 2.
So Mystic causes a ton of chaos here. He flips towards this ball, gets in the way of one defender, and takes the boost out. Flying in on the play as well was Speed. A good touch from Mystic to save that one. It was aggressive positioning by the Bricks, and they almost pay. That one shot in for Alex. 1-6-1. Mousesports take the game.
It was so close here. You weren't sure if they were going to be able to come out on top, but a beautiful catch from a lot. And Tigre, you thought it was done, but Mystic was ready for the touch.
In midfield, and a miss from Speed will slow that down. It's a great challenge as well. Right in front of the box, Tigre scores. Mouse continue to roll.
That's one Tigre is very familiar with, all the way back to Team Secret. Someone wins the challenge, yeah, I'll get that, no problem. And so nice follow-up. Alex 1-6-1, just a great win against Cookser.
Just a great player at being able to utilize space. Oh, that pass out to Alani, puts it in off the pass out from the challenge. 2-0 for Mouse.
And Speed just not able to bomb that one away. Cooks here, don't even think he saw Tigre coming up behind that ball, because if he did, you can bet.
And Bricks here in the corner, big miss, and Mystic. The pass out, Speed makes up for it right there. Cuts the lead in half. The Bricks back in it.
And that's what you need to see out of Speed. Yeah, Mystic should have put the ball in the net, but it doesn't matter. Alex 1-6-1. He's the guy in the net you got to beat, and Speed does a nice job reading.
And Mystic carrying this one. He's over one defender. He's got one more to beat. Lost it. Bump! Goal for Speed! The Bricks tie the game!
And Mystic looking like Alex 1-6-1 now. He's making Mouse think what he's going to do a lot. He just gets bumped, and what a massive play from Mystic.
Are to execute. That one may be a little easier just because it was head on. You don't have to approach from an angle, and the Bricks don't stop. Speed again. Hat trick.
I said get it going. Well, he grabs the midfield boost. He knows Cookser's got everyone beat. He doesn't think twice about it. He doesn't care that Tigre's close. He says Mystic's going to go bump him. He either gets him.
Buying time on that pressure, and a lot, again, doing a great job utilizing that space. Pass out again off the crossbar. The Bricks keep going. Mystic scores.
And Speed, nice recovery here on the sidewall. A little bit of hesitation from Mouse to go for a challenge, and Mystic.
And just trying to get it back over to Tigre. It was Alex. A lot now, the last man back, teed down again. What? Speed finds the edge, finds the hole, and the Bricks 5-2. Absolute dominance.
Oh, what a recovery from Mystic. He won the challenge, gets the second touch, and immediately flips off the corner.
With 15 seconds left, the Bricks are playing with house money in game number 3. Oh, and the touch out to Cucks here.
What?
Excuse me, game number 2. I'm getting ahead of myself. Another goal for the Bricks.
How did this even go in? All right, let's see here. Hang on.
Well, he got bumped.
Oh, my goodness.
He got bumped.
I've seen crazier things.
We've seen crazier things. It is not out of the realm at all. A nice block from Tigre, and almost picking up another. They do pick up another goal. Why not Cooks here? A great cap-off, if you will, to the Bricks in game number 2.
Emphatic from the Bricks here in game number 2. And it really did go back to that.
To the second game like that, just being able to grab those corner boosts.
That's what happens when you're a guy who's so responsible for opening so many doors, and he does it again to start off game number 3. He just stops the ball.
The enforcer, Mystic, stops it right there, says, get out of the way. Cuxier scores again. Bricks open a speed. That off the post, even got the bump on the Alex 161. The net was there, quick pass out. Oh my goodness. These infield passes, speed scores again.
And out of nowhere, you feel like the train has come to a screeching halt for Mousesports. Cuxier.
By speed, still Mouse quick on the return for Alot. Back over to Tigre. Alot's there. Shot on net. It's in.
Whoa.
A great touch from Alot on his way out. Mouse get back in it.
And you thought the Bricks might have been able to stop this attack because Alot had to rush his first shot on net because he was in danger of being demoed, and it forced him to punch that ball off the back wall.
It's still, that miss is going to kill them on that drive. Speed kicks it downfield, unchallenged off the back wall. Mouse couldn't get back to it, and the Bricks score again.
Yep, free ball for Speed out of the midfield, and just Tigre a little bit tongue-tied on the back wall, just couldn't orient his car. Or not, the Bricks, they got me.
It was gonna happen eventually. A great hit off the corner, and that challenge by Alot keeps Mouse in the game. Alex scores off the rebound.
And just not the greatest clear from Cuxier. A little bit too slow coming off, and just huge pressure from Alot. Just said, we need to force something.
A touch out from Mystic. The Bricks want to move downfield quickly. Saw Cuxier, he was already at the attacking third, waiting for that long pass out. He's gonna pick the ball up as well. Off the post and in. Mouse cannot catch up with the Bricks.
How about the shooting accuracy from the Bricks in this series? So many. Top left corner.
Yeah. He has scored, what, seven goals, I believe? Something around that. Cuxier picks up another one. The Bricks, it just continues. This team just can't be stopped right now.
And this is the value of Cuxier. It's a monster read off the back wall. Coming from the same side and looking at that as you're staying with the same line.
Off the back wall, Alot off the crossbar, bounces out, and Alex can't finish it. Tigre, he puts it on. Alot's right in front of the box, the tip in. Mousesports take the lead.
And it all goes back to those couple of challenges. The demo in front of the goal was where it really all started, because all 3 of the Bricks spawned at the same corner saying, we're still there, we can still threaten, and they turned around and punched it home.
And again, this kickoff allowed this to happen. It's an open net for Tigre. Off the pass from Alex. Mouse get 2 early goals.
Well, hello, Cuxier slow to the ball, just beat, and Alex 161 also beating Mystic. Tigre positioned aggressively.
One miss, but like you said, triple commit, you throw all that away.
Speed is in a terrible spot right now, and he can't do anything. And that's all because all 3 jumped at the same ball. Everybody rotating back on the midfield line. Speed thinks he has time to grab boost. What?
And Alot says, thank you, I'll score.
We'll have to give away as well because they don't have any boost. Alex 161's through Speed. Cuxier is in a bit of an awkward spot. He's flat-footed. There's Alot, and he'll punch it home. A Mouse take the lead with 1:40.
A great carry from Alex here. Gets a great touch up high. Feathers the boost just to get the light touch off the backboard. Sends it straight down. Alot is ready for it.
Have the resources, and that just showcases why it's so important that if you launch the ball upfield, people are going to be there like now. Cuxier catches one off the top corner from Speed, and it's all locked back up.
And Alot, he's the man who has to make this touch, and Speed just has a great challenge against Alot on the play. It might not have been the touch Alot wanted.
And both teams making sure to get the balls on target. Mystic again opens the door. There's Cuxier. They missed the clear, and it'll be the Bricks to send it home.
Who else other than Cuxier? Captain Clutch himself puts it in overtime. It's a great pass from Mystic to win the game.
For a moment, but banger from K-Dop and pinched off the crossbar by Violent Panda.
And now a follow-up from Ferry. That one beats the Dignitas defense, and Vitality get on the board first.
It all goes back to that first shot from K-Dop, and that tip straight back up that Turbo Pulsar wasn't able to find a solid clear on.
But Yukio is not in the play. He got demoed by Ferry. Now K-Dop with a shot opportunity, and the bump from Scrub Killer, and he helps Vitality get the second goal of the game.
And yes, this was fantastic with the bump from Scrub Killer, I agree, but it actually goes back to that demo on Yukio from Dignitas in the midfield.
Again, so accuracy, not the greatest But still the cleanup shot from Scrub, and he'll finally get one through. And Vitality running away with game number 1.
Turbo Pulsar having to force a challenge with no boost. Violent Panda having to try and make a save off the back wall with no boost. Yukio the only one on the line.
Team in Europe, probably the #1 team in the world. And now Turbo with the cleanup gets on the board for Dignitas. Shutout averted, but game 1 still looking like it's going to go to Vitality.
Yeah, this one's definitely over. Violent Panda just rolls it around, says, all right, you can have this one, but we'll see what we can do here in the final 20 seconds.
In the Dignitas corner, Turbo, clear attempt going off the ceiling, and now off the sidewall, bouncing out to the middle. K-Dot with the shot, and he puts it upper 90.
And it came out of nowhere, too, because it was Yukio in the net. That ball kicked straight off the side, drove forward, and he had no clue K-Dot was already up.
That shot saved again, but a double commit. K-Dot back towards net, and awkward time for Yukio to flip. He was low on boost, and he just couldn't make the save.
And K-Dot was the patient one in the net, and he just waited for his turn, and yeah, it was just a poorly timed flip from Yukio.
I mean, it's what do you do? And now another double commit there for Dignitas, but it has been K-Dot. And now the bump play from Scrub yet again. It's a very 1v1 style play here. And get the hit, take out your opponent.
He was right there, but again, that angle too aggressive to the ball.
Off the corner is going to go up, try to win it, but Ferry stops him at the midfield. Double commit, that ball towards net, and Yukio finds it. The first goal of the game in favor of Dignitas.
And it's just Violent Panda winning the challenge versus Fairy Peak, and Yukio in position had just enough boost. But again, a little bit lax picking up the hesitation from Vitality in the midfield, and they still managed to punch the ball right in front of the box, and it will slide gently into the middle of the net, and we're tied.
And you can see Kate up here actually trying to snag this goal from Scrub here. But Scrub just had a very good idea to put that shot low. Just try to bounce that in.
Buy time for Dignitas, and maybe that's what Vitality needed to finally get unstuck from their own half.
Oh, Scrub could end it here, and he does! Scrub with the solo play off the wall, clutches it for Vitality in overtime.
It just made everyone think so hard, and the command to stay right next to it